Is there a natural way to balance estrogen? Okay, first off, I'm going to say a couple things. Number one, I'm a physical therapist. I specialize in women's health and I am an educator. Now, I'm not an MD and I am not a dietitian, but I take care of women all day long and I help educate on basic things. Number two, the phrase I've got away from this year, and I want you to know this because I used to say this too, is our hormones are never in balance. So I don't say balance anymore. Just so you know, if we talk to a menopause specialist and say we want to balance our hormones, they'll look at us like this. No. The phrase I've been using is being optimal. How are you going to make good life choices to help you be optimal and help you be the best version of you without HRT is what I hear you saying. And there are things that you can do to make healthy habits and lifestyle choices to better support you and your hormones in your journey as a woman. But they're probably going to sound generic because they're things that you already know, but hear me out. As women age, we have to fight for our health. So believe it or not, estrogen is protective. So we just become more inflamed. Also, estrogen protects our heart, it protects our brains, it protects our bones. With that being said, if estrogen's leaving, I need you to control your inflammation and control your stress. So things like, I need you to sleep. I need you to move your body because now that you don't have estrogen to protect your brain and to help you broker cortisol, you've got to rest. You can't stress yourself out. Like you can't run around like a chicken with its head cut off. I need you to pick up weights, heavy weights, and I need you to start walking because estrogen was helping your bone density. Now that's going bye-bye. So now I need your bones to be strong. I need you to stay hydrated because estrogen helps your body keep everything plump, and I need you to be drinking your water. I need you to do pelvic floor exercises because you're going to start leaking because as you lose estrogen, your vaginal tissues are less plump. Now, in terms of natural, based on what I think you're probably asking, is phytoestrogens, which are estrogens found in plants. People are big fat lovers of wild yam, cream, and black cohosh. And they do have estrogens and they are phytoestrogens, meaning found in plants. The reason I don't talk about them a lot is because I see people in my clinic and if I think that they need hormones and by listening to them and they sound like perimenopause, I refer them to a menopause specialist doctor and they oftentimes will do HRT. I used to hem and haw about HRT because I too was like, oh, I want to be natural. But I'm watching what's happening to women and I need you to know that HRT wasn't the devil that we thought, but I know you know that. You've seen my videos. So back to your original question. So wild jam cream and black cohosh are the natural things that people who have gone through menopause before you would tell you. The North American Menopause Society would tell you that those are also options, but here's how I think of it, and this is really my personal opinion. If I have a headache at work, I'm not just taking one Advil. Like I've got to function. I have patients to take care of. So I'm not taking one. I'm probably taking 2 to 4 because I've got to get stuff done. A small part of me, and this is my bias, so don't come for me. I'm just being real. The wild jam cream and black cohosh makes me think of when I'm at work taking like one Advil to fix a problem that's like a blinding migraine, and that's not going to get it done. This is my bias as a physical therapist. Okay, so the reason I say this is I take care of women and I have been paying attention to what happens to our bone health as we age. And when we stop taking HRT, so say you were taking HRT and you stopped taking HRT, and 2 years later, your bones turn into brittle snips. Women taking HRT, their bones are amazing. Like their joints are amazing. So that's my bias. But the term you want to Google is phytoestrogens. Plant-derived natural estrogens is what you're asking about. Hit the plus sign and follow for more women's health and wellness tips. Bye.